This is the place. They say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life.
What's up?
Quick promotion for Stevenson. Everyone go check out Stevenson Johnson's artwork.
Stevenson, oh snap! Thank you.
If you want, I'll put your links in the chat so everybody can find you. You guys, Stevenson is the one who does Jody's drawings. If you don't know, he did Jody's artwork. He did Jay Bree's artwork. He did some of my artwork. We got some more artwork coming soon.
Yeah,
possibly Monday. I don't know yet, but it should be coming. Something special.
Yeah, something special. Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way,
Stevenson Johnson. Stevenson, you draw some good shit, man. This shit tight as fuck.
Thank you, man. One of my followers told me one thing. He told me that I am underrated, and I was like, "You daggone right, underrated, man."
Oh, you are.
I'm underrated, bro. Look at my now, and I talk about my followers now. I talk about like my followers before it got to that number. I should have at least like 30,000 followers, bro. Look at that artwork, man. I work hard.
I mean, in my opinion, you should have as much as Boss Logic. In my honest opinion,
bro. First of all, thank you. Well, you see, the reason why I said 30 because I'm still starting out. I haven't been on Instagram for long, but yeah, I should be a Boss Logic's number. Seriously, and not just overhyping, man. Look at the artwork. That's quality artwork, man. Crisp. Oh, look at that number. Let me tell you something. The beginning of this year was fantastic for me, man. You can see those. If you see certain of those drawings, look at those lights. It was amazing. And then Corona hit, and that affected certain things in my family that I don't want to get into, and affected my personal life, you know. And I had to take a big hiatus from my Instagram to take care of my family and my own business.
Right, I remember.
And yeah, and that said, that hiatus that damaged my my followers. Now you see right there, it says I have 15,500 followers, but before my hiatus, I was at 16.5, almost 17,000 followers. So I lost a lot of followers as a result of my hiatus. And also now Instagram got this new stupid algorithm, I think that's what we call it. And the algorithm basically makes it even more difficult for me and other artists that are starting out to share their artwork and get more exposure and be noticed. So I had to work on that too.
I was supposed to say LordMesa numbers, to be honest. Carl.
So what? Carl? Hold on a second. I gotta say something about that. One second, Carl. And yeah, my drawings now. Click that Batman picture again.
Oh, that one's solid. I like this one. I'm the one that's at Superman when you're throwing here. Shit tight, printed room.
Oh yeah. I love that drawing, bro, because he got wrecked. He was trash. So I had to make a drawing of that. But anyway, that picture, can you see how many likes it got?
It doesn't give you an exact number, but a lot of fucking people liked it. Hella people like that shit.
It's like in the thousands?
It doesn't give you the number no more. It's a lot of people. It doesn't give you the number though.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that drawing right there, it might got 1,000 because it's Batman, but okay, X out that. But most of my other drawings, like they used to get at least like 1,000, 2,000 likes. But now, as a result of the hiatus, some of these recent pictures I posted, they only get like 400, 100, 200, 300 likes. And that's a major downgrade, man. And I hate that, man. I understand because of my hiatus, but oh, man. And when I had to make when I come back to Instagram, because I'm still working on that. When I come back to Instagram, I gotta make a big post that explains to everybody where I've been, what happened, and I gotta encourage my followers to help, spread, share my work because the algorithm, whatever, that affected.
Algorithm.
Yeah, thank you. That affected my likes and my the numbers and my followers, and it makes it harder for me to share my artwork out there and gain more followers. So I gotta let them know about that too, and I gotta promote them to share my artwork. So everybody that does follow me right now, thank you. Keep following. I will be coming back. Believe me. And when I come back, it's gonna be epic.
Hey y'all, be on the lookout for Stevenson. He brings quality artwork, you guys. I fucking love this guy's work. Reasonable prices too. This guy, look, all I'll say is this much, guys. Stevenson isn't asked for like $100 for some art. Nah, man, he will do it for a reasonable price that is affordable. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. If Stevenson, if you want to give out, I'm not sure if you want me to talk about the details of your price ranges and stuff, but if you want to talk about that right now, you have the chance to.
Oh well, you can, but actually, normally, like the price depends on how big the drawing is or the complexity of the drawing,
Right.
or how many characters or people is going to be in the drawing. So that said, like my normal price is $15, $15. And I give my prices reasonable prices, affordable prices. I don't overcharge, even though I kind of should. I mean, look at the quality of the artwork. For example, that drawing right there, that should be like at least $50, maybe $30. I say 50, but that drawing would be like $15 if I sold that to somebody.
Yeah. Antonio Stevenson will hook you up, man. Average price $15.
Only via PayPal.
It depends. Like for example, all right. Let me ask you this, Stevenson. Let me ask you this because you have it here. Let me go back up. We'll go to another one up here. This one. Now this one has a lot of people in it. On average, what would this price be? Has a lot of different people in it. On average, what would this price be? Because usually when I have you do my pictures, it's just one person. You have 5 people here. On average, what would a price for something like this be? Give everyone an idea.
That would be between $40 to $50. $40 to $50. And that is not just because of the amount of people. It's because also look the poses. That's another like level of detail and complexity to the drawing. Yeah. So that would be like around $40 to $50. Right.
Yeah.
And what was that question, that comment that you had?
Which one? Do you remember who said it?
Antonio? Stevenson, I could pay you for yeah, you can pay me. Yes. You got contact me via Instagram. Oh, and also you must have a PayPal. I only accept payments from PayPal. So yeah, Antonio, I can make artwork for you. Just DM me. And we'll talk about it.
You guys, Stevenson is also on Twitter. He's not just on Instagram, so if you need to contact him through Twitter, you can.
That's it. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention Twitter.
Let me get the link to your Twitter. Shouts out to Maddie. Say that price again for the people in the back, Stevenson. Maddie wants you to say that price again for the people in the back.
Carl Winslow said $15. $15. That's a steal. Yes, it is.
That is a steal.
$15 for an average drawing. It depends on the size of the drawing and how complex and how detailed and how difficult the drawing can or will be. But normally, $15 via PayPal.
Let me get your Twitter and put it in the chat so everybody can see it, Stevenson. You guys are going to wind up very soon.
Yeah, because I think Jody's going.
You may come back.
I think Jody's going to do it.
Let me drop your Twitter in the chat so people know.
Yep. And while you're doing that, Carl Winslow, he said that I should be getting LordMesa numbers. Dude,
Who's LordMesa?
Who's that?
Yeah, who's LordMesa?
He's another artist that does what I do. He draws fan art for social, like for pop culture.
Yeah,
he draws fan art of pop culture stuff, like superheroes, certain type of shows, etc. Now, that dude, let me tell you something. Say what? $15? Yes, Maddie, $15. Fire, right? Yes, LordMesa or LordMesa. Listen, when I was first starting out my drawing job, like my freelance drawings, I was trying to figure out how to go about it because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't know exactly how to go about it. And then this is before I had Instagram. I was on Twitter first. Yeah. So one day I was on Twitter and I found this artist, LordMesa, and I saw this artwork he made. This is an amazing artwork for one of the CW shows, and I was like, dude, this art is fire. Not only is this art amazing, but a hell of a lot of people love it. And he is doing exactly what I want to do. He's drawing fan art for shows that he likes. I want to draw fan art for shows that I like. So that said, I contacted him. And basically I wanted him to be my mentor, like teach me how to go about doing what I wanted to do.
How to market yourself, put yourself out there.
Yeah, that too, exactly. So I contacted him, and eventually he contacted me back, and we was actually talking. And I told him I was a big fan of his artwork, and I was inspired by his artwork, and I want him, if he had the time, that I want him to teach me and give me tips on how to start my career, right? And eventually, he actually helped me. He gave me a lot of pointers, a lot of information of what to do, what not to do, etc. And he even gave me. He even brought me. This is before I went digital. Also, LordMesa is a digital artist. He draws all his stuff on digital. At this time, I was drawing my stuff traditional on paper. So that said, at that time, he even brought me this expensive quality art set so I could make better quality drawings traditionally.
Oh, that's
tough. And then later on, eventually, as I was starting to produce more and more drawings, and it was starting to gather a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, I was new to this. I was still starting out. And LordMesa, he's my only inspiration, right? He's on my own inspiration. And I was also working on my own art style. But I didn't have my art style yet. So LordMesa, I love his art style. And I subconsciously adopted his art style. In other words, when I was drawing certain drawings, it looked like his art style. So it kind of looked like it was his drawing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That said, the reason why I was doing that was because he was the only artist that I was following. And his art style influenced me subconsciously. So I was always drawing in his style.
Oh, I see the influence. I'm looking at it right now. I see the influence.
Oh no, not yet. No, you don't see the influence because you have to see his artwork. You got to see his artwork and then.
No, I'm looking at it right now. I see the influence. You want me to show it?
LordMesa's?
Yeah, you want me to show some of his artwork?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. That's his artwork. Yeah, I know, right? Tight.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I like your stuff a little bit more. I see the influence in the style with the character.
Thank you, man. But listen,
draw me your style. You know, it's similar. It's similar, and I see you took inspiration. I'm like, yours kind of draws me more. I like this. This looks cool. I won't dismiss this. Jared Little Joker looks cool, but I don't know, something about yours specifically that draws me in.
Thank you, exactly. But here's the thing, that is now though. That's now. But go like if you go back to mine and you go like further down to see some of my older drawings, you gotta keep going way down. When you get there, you'll see my artwork though. My art style used to look almost exactly like his, to the point that it darn near looked like he drew it.
Yeah.
So my art style now has changed, so you can see the difference. But back then, you couldn't see the difference. But
I mean, did you pull away from it because you yourself thought you was taking too much of an inspiration, or people started like saying your stuff looks like Misa's or something? Was it fan reception or just your personal thing?
It was both.
Okay.
It was both. But first, it was the fans. First, fans thought that I was
Stevenson right here.
Not yet. Keep going. You're almost there. But but around that time, like, his fans thought that I was trying to steal his drawings and directly copy his drawings. Now, even though my drawings look just like his, that wasn't my intention. Like I said, he was my only inspiration. I was just influenced subconsciously by his art style. So I wasn't intentionally trying to copy and steal his style. It was intentional. And then LordMesa himself, these drawings right here, this style.
Yes,
You see how my art style looked back then and how it looks now?
Looks more like LordMesa. But this is definitely different from how you are now.
Exactly.
You have literally went to your character development and you have been excelling. You have been getting better, and you have gotten better.
Exactly. And I looked up a whole bunch of other different types of artists and learned from their styles and try to combine their styles to mine, so I can create my own style. Right? That's what I do now. And I finally find my own style now. But back then, I didn't. And LordMesa, he found out about his fans getting mad at me. And he at first he talked to me calmly about it. And he let me know, hey, I understand that, your artwork, you subconsciously connected to my art style, but you got to branch out and research multiple artists and not just one, and learn from them, right? He was giving me the right advice. And I took that advice to heart and I started to do that, right? But the thing is that as I started to do that, my artwork still is looking like his, but slowly it started to look different slowly.
Yes.
Right? But I guess it was too slow for him, because eventually, and keep in mind, I kept talking to him. And every new drawing I made, I kept sending it to him. Not like on a spam level, respectfully and properly. I showed him some of my new drawings. I let him know, hey, is this what you mean? Is this looking like your style? Let me know, right? And eventually, I was all calm and cool. I was respectful. I was respectable, and I did not disrespect him or his work. I was letting him know that I was taking his advice to heart. But then eventually, he sent me a long message. And the message was basically this: you're not taking my advice. You're not following my advice. You still want to copy me. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm actually low-key getting jealous of your work. So I can't help you no more. So,
wait, he's getting jealous of you?
Yes, because I'm starting to get traction now in my artwork.
Makes sense.
Because of my style. Yeah. Right? Now I tell you the basic. I'm breaking it down basically, right? And he was like, you're not taking my advice. And I was taking his advice. And I was even sending him pictures. man, to let him know. I'm telling him, hey, does this drawing look like, does this style look like your style? If so, let me know, and I change it, and I improve on it further. I did that for him, so he could correct me, but he eventually just gave up. He told me that I'm not going to help you no more. As far as I'm concerned, you're not going to make it. This dude is my hero, right? He's my biggest hero in art at that time, right? And he just straight up told me that I'm never going to make it. And then he just completely blocked me on all his social media. And that was it. That was it. And to this day, I haven't contacted him. He hasn't contacted me. Now I forgive him. I moved on, and I'm proving myself. So I'm good now. But I ain't gonna lie, that hurt because I guess I actually learned, in my opinion, I experienced that expression: never meet your heroes. Because this was my hero. He's like crushed me. He low key crushed me. So yeah, that's the story between me and him. But now, as you can see, look at my art style now. I have my own art style, and I was taking his advice to heart and doing his advice. But regardless, this dude literally got jealous of me. He told me flat out that he was jealous of my art style and how I was getting traction. And then he just blocked me completely. So yeah, by this stage, what happens here in this street stays in the street.
Stevenson, Jose had a question for you that you can definitely answer. He said, so we can send you photos of ourselves, you can make drawings of them?
Yes, exactly.
You guys,
Carl,
your photos, send me your picture. He'll draw you the best way he can draw you. He may draw you as Goku. He may draw you as Ichigo from Bleach. I don't know, but he'll hook you up. Just know he will hook you up.
Exactly. Man, I could draw somebody as a favorite superhero, super villain. I'll hook you up, like K-Dot said. And Carl Winslow, he said that I can understand both sides. Yeah, I know you can understand both sides. I
understand both sides too, because you did heavily when you started doing your style. It did look just like his. But I'll be honest, over time, with your drawings, the characters' eyes and stuff, they look different. Like the eyes and stuff are big or colorful, they're noticeable. The Mesa drawings, the eyes are kind of like plain, they feel dead and stuff. Like, I'll be honest. If Mesa came to me, right? Mesa came to me. Well, if I went to Mesa, I had the option between Mesa or Stevenson. I'm going to Stevenson.
Yeah. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Oh, and by the way, speaking of that, to this day, I actually have a lot, not a lot, but some of the
Stevenson Bly got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
He said, Stevenson. He says, Stevenson, do you see his point of view? You copied his style, gained traction off it. He gave you a chance. He didn't see the change. I'd be upset. Bly saying if he was Mesa.
No, Bly. Bly. I do see his point of view. I completely understand his point of view. Understand it. But here's the thing. Even though I did copy his style, gotta keep in mind, I didn't do it intentionally. Like I said, I was still subconsciously focused on his art style. That's all I knew. And he gave me the advice. And like you said, he gave me a chance to learn and to branch off. And I did. And I did make that change. But unfortunately for him, that change wasn't as fast as he wanted it. But I was changing. Like I said, I even went to him and showed him some of my drawings and told him, hey, is this cool? Am I starting to branch out? Is my art style starting to change? I showed him these drawings before I posted them. And sometimes he responded. He said, yes, this is better. Sometimes he said, no, that's not better. Change it a little. But for the most part, he said, yeah, it was cool. And then eventually, like as I started getting traction and my art style started to change, when it finally started to change, that's when he just completely crushed me. And that's another thing. The way he let me know that he wasn't going to mess with me no more. He could have did it in a respectful way. He did it in a way that crushed me, man. Like I never gonna make it. That's out up, bro. He could turn me down and let me down in a better way, a respectful way, not in a way that looked like it was gonna crush my dreams and my goals. You see what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, man. It's not like I wasn't making changes. I was. And I was continuing to make those changes. So yeah, that was all about him. And by the way, this is the first time I've mentioned, like I told the story to anybody.
Exclusive on K-Dot's channel.
Yeah, this is exclusive.
Exclusive on K-Dot's channel. This is my first ever exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, guess what? Some of his followers, not a lot, obviously, but a good portion of his followers actually follow me in my artwork. Like now, and they like my artwork, and they can see the difference, right? This is his followers. They follow me now. Some of them, just a few, and they see the difference. And I no longer get that. I no longer get any complaints from his fans either, by the way, because as you can see, my art style changed. And also,
I would say to Stevenson, biggest thing is them eyeballs and heads, they stand out. Other things stand out, but like the color you put into the eyes and stuff, they stand out. Like they really stand out. The eyes, the head, the way you shape them, they stand out.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way, definitely not a bad way.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. And by the way, those of you that's saying like why like all the characters have like big heads and smaller bodies, that's because that's the art style that I'm using. It's a Japanese art style. It's called chibi.
Yeah, chibis.
Yeah, that's my art style, y'all. And there's different types of chibi art styles. Oh, and by the way, anyone, because I'm surprised that Carl Winslow knew who LordMesa was. So that said, if there's anyone else in the chat who knows LordMesa, don't just saying this. I'm not saying y'all all gonna do this. I'm just saying. Let's put it out there. Don't DM him or message him about like me or like why you like treat Steven like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know y'all not gonna do that. I just put that out there. Because like I said, this happened like 3 years ago. What I just told you.
Hey, shouts out to Stevenson. You're my artist. If I need art, I'm coming to you. That's just what it is. I like your style. I think because I love anime and stuff. I love Japanese artwork. You had the perfect style. You had the perfect style I was looking for. And if it wasn't for you, look, if it wasn't for Jody, I wouldn't have my channel. If it wasn't for Jay, I would have my channel. If it wasn't for you having a connection to Jody, I would have never been able to get my artwork from you. So all this stuff is working out for the best. That's all I'm going to say. All this stuff is working out for the best. The universe is working out in mysterious ways. I'll say that much. But Stevenson, you're awesome, man. Love your artwork. You're doing your thing. You're doing your shit. Keep it up. Soon, you'll get to them boss logic levels. But keep it up, man. You got to keep pushing. Look, keep pushing. I know you're going through some stuff. But keep pushing. Keep pushing, man.
Yeah, man.
Bullshit is gonna come everybody's way. Some people are either ready for it. Some people either take it head on. Some people are either gonna fall, or people are either going to compromise. Everybody has their different ways of encountering it, but for every situation, you gotta encounter different. But for the most part, stay strong, man. Stay strong. And I know you're gonna stay strong. You gonna pull.
Yeah, I am. One of the reasons why I stay strong is because of my family.
Know what I'm saying, boy? Know what I'm saying? I see that. I see the difference too. Them eyes do stand out.
Thank you, Bly. Hey, Bly. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now I appreciate it. Because now you can see there's a difference now in my art style and his. I evolved. I improved. I grown. I learned. Now there's a difference. I'm glad you can see that, Bly. Thank you.
What did you do? What did you do?